Pitch Breakfast presents Pitch Battle with Hoard. Jason, are you ready? Welcome, Jason. And he's going to do it with a drink in his hand. That's awesome.
I am. No, it's good. Okay, cool. Hey, okay. Hey, a couple house cleaning items. If you want to see some crisp screens, look over there because this screen sucks. So, just FYI. Before I get started, who owns Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency? Raise your hand. Hold it up high. Keep it up. Now, do you currently hold it in your pocket right now? This whole room put their arms down, well, except him right there. All right, so for you, can you spend it with the barkeep right now? No, so everyone's hand is down. Great, let's get started. So there's three main problems in cryptocurrency with consumer finance on blockchain. It's accessibility, simplicity, and fungibility. It's hard to get into the markets, it's hard to use the technology, and it's hard to transact. So the solution is to create an end-to-end platform, removes the friction. We want to rethink everything. We want to re-engineer consumer-facing applications and deploy it on scalable blockchain protocols. So we have a ubiquitous wallet. It means cash, credit, crypto, doesn't matter. It's in your wallet, it's in your pocket, and you manage your own funds. Effortless investing, rule-based investing that's simplified and low risk. Instant payments. So, hey, barkeep, do you take Bitcoin? No. Why not? What if you had Hoard? In an instant. So with our platform, you could spend your Bitcoin and he would receive it instantly versus how you do it traditionally, and it would take 45 minutes to receive that application. But anyways, other things we're talking about, simplified trading. So if you have ever seen a trading dashboard in cryptocurrency, you need an education to do it. It's like a PhD, it's difficult. We're trying to make it simple for grandma and grandpa to do it. And we've actually designed the technology to do it. Hacker-proof storage. So if anyone's heard about hacking in crypto, it's a big thing. But with our platform, there's no insolvency risk whatsoever. It's literally hacker-proof. And one of the biggest things missing in the space today is 24/7 customer support. Even if you call a bank, you get someone in another country who's horrible to talk to. If you call a cryptocurrency company, they don't answer the phone for a month. With us, you will never have to worry about that. So in comparison, what is Hoard? Hoard is the Venmo and IFTT of crypto, built on the Ethereum and scalable and interoperable across any blockchain that's out there today. Our competitors are broken into four baskets: the cash markets, trading markets, wallet markets, and protocol markets. It looks like a lot, don't be scared. None of them talk to anyone else, but except us. So what is our advantage? Everything that we talked about, similar to Coinbase. Who knows Coinbase? Raise your hand. Okay, boo, I love it. I love you, wherever you are. Let's meet up later. So Coinbase is centralized. It's just like a bank. Our platform is actually decentralized, and you manage your own funds. It's called self-custody, so you are your own bank. But some of the advantages of us compared to the others out there are the fact that we are decentralized. We are feeless, trades, swaps, sends, and spends. We have a native cryptocurrency that creates instant, dustless, and trustless transactions. We're faster, lighter, and we're supported by an entire community. And we have what's called enablement pipes, or the enablement layer puts us at the top of the financial stack. This is kind of like big thinking here, but if Coinbase is an MSB at the bottom, Hoard is at the top. It's because we're in the Caymans. So anyways, here's our experience. If you want pretty screens, again, look over there. This is pretty tough. In the center is our wallet. On the left is our Roundups investing platform, and on the right is the send engine like Venmo. This is just a few of our screens, but we put design thinking in an industry that's only just engineered. So if you're familiar with like or applications for mobile banking, some of them are simple, they're easy to use, but cryptocurrency is extremely difficult. As I mentioned earlier, the exchange is really hard to understand. With our technology built on the app, it's really simple for anybody, ma and pa, to use. Our model, buying, trading, payments, and investing. The buying and investing is converting fiat to crypto. Trading is absolutely free. Like Robinhood, our profit model is based on the spread, 1% to 2% on average. Today alone, about $10 billion was traded in cryptocurrency, which means about $25 million was generated in fees just on the top 25 exchanges. So if you can imagine how much money exchanges generate in this world, it's massive. So, and then the payments, I can pay my man over here, Barkeep, can I pay you in Bitcoin with Hoard? It's free, but on the backside, there's a spread. It's difficult to understand, but I'll put it like this. We make money as a company, and you and the merchant. Merchants typically pay 3%. With our platform, it's free. So money on our platform is exchanged as simply as an email or text message. It's not difficult. You send a message, send a text, anything you want. Are we done with the time? Sorry, blockchain's really hard to cover in 5 minutes. The last thing I'm going to show is the team. Wells Fargo, I'm from UX engineer, based on interaction, interface, and strategy design. Our CTO is from the Department of Defense. He's DevOps engineering. And our advisors are from Read Write Labs, Venmo, the head of engineering, and then our lovely lawyer who keeps us safe from out of jail because we're crypto. And our ask strategic round, we're asking for $1 million. We've already raised 700,000, so we have 300,000 left. And the token allocation, if you're a private investor, I'm not going to solicit because I'd go to jail. See me after the meeting.
All right. Thanks, Jason. If I got this right, if we were talking about the sort of traditional fiat-based system, you're trying to displace E-Trade, Square, Bank of America, and Visa. Do I get all that right? 100%. 100%. So you're going to be the entire financial system.
I mean, I'm not trying to boil the ocean, but I'm trying to make
Okay, so I've got a couple of different questions. So first, walk me through how it's hacker-proof where others aren't. That's a first. So okay, yep. All right. Second, so your current revenue model is basically dealing in a bid-ask spread, right? Which is usually fundamentally there for highly illiquid assets. Like as cryptocurrency becomes more and more ubiquitous as a payment method, does that bid-ask spread get so small that it's really hard for you to generate revenue? So that's a second question. And then the last one is, you talked about IFTTT. So is it truly open source? Can I write my own rules? And how far do those rules extend? Is there an open source SDK that people can write on top? Like, how do you, walk me through the IFTTT analogy.
No, it's cool. Oh, we're stuck. All right, so to recap, you asked 3 questions. One, what was the first one? Hacker-proof. How is it hacker-proof? Okay, this is a great question. So who's familiar with Coinbase? Raise your hand. All right, cool. Well, Coinbase is nothing more than a bank. They have a centralized ledger, which one or a team of people control. And those assets sit on this platform. And if any hacker ever got access to that platform, everyone is screwed. So with our platform, your crypto assets literally live on your device or your laptop. An advantage to this is, let's say you lose your device or you lose your seed phrase. We have a recovery protocol. It's a paid premium service every year. You pay 20, 30, 50 bucks a year, whatever. And what happens is, you say, hey, I don't have access to it. We'll send you a physical device in the mail, and you authenticate, you plug it in, you authenticate, and you have access back to your funds again. So it was the kill-all or the solution to kill, the insolvency. So if anyone ever hacked our technology, they can never, or our exchange, they can never access anybody's funds because all the funds live on everyone's pocket. I want to add one thing. We have blockchain technology that allows us to do high-frequency trading, Most of you probably aren't familiar. Hell, I know half of it anyways. But you're able to do this without putting your funds on an exchange. It's because of the blockchain that allows us to do this. Second question. So the spread is usually 1% to 2%, and it's the part of the enablement layer. So we have this enablement layer that says, hey, we're going to facilitate a transaction, or we're going to help you facilitate a transaction. So there's, let's say, 17 exchanges out there, and you say, I want to sell, I want to buy, I want to do X, A, B, or C. Our technology goes out and finds the best price possible for you. But it's always a discount, right? So if you've heard of Robinhood, and Robinhood now does crypto, and they say it's free. It's not free. Whether it looks like it doesn't cost you, and the same with the Hoard platform, it looks like it doesn't cost you because you can compare our price to any other platform. There is a spread involved, which is like a 1% to 2% average, which I should remind you is 4 to 8 times the amount in revenue that a typical exchange charges you at 0.25%. So every transaction on our platform, whether it be a trade or a payment, is actually a trade. So they're all trades, and they're always 1% to 2% on average for transaction volume. So the revenue is actually, and just a fun fact, about $10 million was traded, $10 billion was traded in cryptocurrency today on the top 25 exchanges, with transactions around 400 million transactions. So you can imagine if 400 million transactions at 0.25% is a lot of money. So if we just go with 0.25% and just the top 25, we're talking about $25 million, the top 25 exchanges. If we divvy it up, it's about $1 million exchange per 24 hours. There's massive amounts of money in this space. Third question. And this is my favorite part, and this is how the project started. He asked, how do you implement IFTTT? Raise your hand if you know what IFTTT is. So about 25% of you. IFTTT stands for if this, then that. It's rule-based programmatic code that will execute some task based on what you tell it to execute. Who's ever heard of acorns? About half, a third of the room. So acorns is very similar, where there's one rule. It's going to round up all your purchases and invest it into some ETF that, quite honestly, does very poorly. With cryptocurrency, it's different. So to answer your question, there's multiple rules that we pre-made that are very relevant to your life. So one of the examples is bean counter. Every time I buy coffee, and match that amount and invest it into a coin or a coin basket. That coin basket is a grouping of coins, which is automatically rebalanced through AI. So you can just go live your life, drink your coffee, go to work, whatever you want to do, and you're investing in coin or coins automatically, and it's automatically rebalanced for you. There's also custom rules. So if you're a more advanced user, I want to do a Mad Libs of investing. ABC, want to invest blah, 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 on percentage X whenever I do whatever. So there's the Mad Libs of investing. So it's customized. So it has full control. To me, that was where this vision started a year ago. Mac, do you have questions?
So I guess 2 questions. One, sort of traction, status, where are you now? And then kind of part 2, I'm just curious just to dig in a slightly deeper on the hacker proof. So if I hold a certain amount of Bitcoin or I hold some cryptocurrency and someone sort of cracks my identity, can't they get that device into their house? And how do they, if they've got my identity?
Let's back up. What did you say again? The second question, they hack your identity.
So they know that I hold a certain amount of, let's say, Bitcoin, and they know where I live. They know my social security number. They've got my identity. So they get a device sent to an address, and can't they validate a hard device?
If anyone put a gun to my head, I'd give them every dollar I had to live. So if they came to your house and put a gun to your head, I'm sure you'd give them every dollar you had. So yeah. I would say on the regards of if someone came to my house because they know how much money I have, we'd have a problem. But I don't typically post my balance publicly, and I don't. Oh yeah, it's happened too. It's been in the news before. There was a guy that got popped. Here's my long answer. The fact that the government is trying to regulate this, track addresses, and regulate as a security or a commodity, you're getting that enforcement that banks have. That enforcement, if someone hacked your account at a bank and stole $10,000, you'd have a cabal of people after that person. So as the U.S. begins to build the regulation, you're going to get that same cabal for people after you if they steal your crypto. But I'm going to be real honest with you and everyone here. I'd prefer to be in the Caymans. I'd prefer to be out of the purview of the government. And I'd prefer you be able to transact however much you want to transact, whenever you want to transact, what you want to transact. Because if I go to Wells Fargo and ask to move $10,000, I have to call somebody, I have to write emails, whatever. With crypto, I can move $500K in an instant to someone, and I don't have to answer to anyone. So I get the money laundering, I get the terrorism. We don't want to support those people, but just on top of what you stated. And you said one other thing. What was the? Okay, cool. So as you see our deck, I put an idea out. People say they're in stealth mode. I think that's an absolute crock of shit. So I put my idea out in the world, and I published it everywhere I could. The CTO of our company currently saw these designs and said, these are amazing. I'm an engineer for the DoD. I can't design like you can, but I can send something to the moon. He worked for NASA and CWAR and all these other cool companies. But anyways, we got together, we posted our idea, it got multiple publications from. How, you're messing with me, man. Where's my screen? All right. Oh. Anyways, we got accepted into Accelerator NYC. We joined them. They allow us the opportunity to pitch to banks and VCs all over the country. This is not my screen. So, anyways, from there, we hired multiple employees. The current slide that I did have up here, but it's not here anymore, we had about 5 on there. We now have about 10 engineers and designers on staff. We've raised about $700,000. We're still asking for 300 to fill our 1 million seed round. We're offering 30 million as far as an ICO. We have about 20 to 25,000 people on our wait list